Hey, thanks for joining Collett and I for a chat. Now, this one hits home for a lot of parents who are going through it when your child does not want to talk. It happens.
Yeah, and it's tricky, it's difficult because parents can sometimes see something's going on for their child, but they say to me, my child's not telling me, I don't know how to get my child to talk about it. And so one of the first things we need to recognise is that our children are always communicating. So sometimes it's not verbal, but their body language, the way they're reacting to things tells us that there's pain, something's going on.
Right.
But then when we want our children to talk with us or communicate with us, just getting them to sit down for a serious chat isn't always the way to go, particularly with tweens and teens.
Okay.
They will often want to talk at, particularly older teens, they open up late at night. Their brains kind of switch on later at night, and 5 to midnight is when their stuff comes out. So I encourage parents...
So be ready for your door to be open 5 to midnight.
5 to midnight, be making the hot chocolate, pretend you're tidying the kitchen. That's often when stuff comes up. Sometimes in the dark, sitting on the edge of their bed.
Okay.
Because they feel like there's not going to be eyeball contact and they're going to feel intimidated.
I love that because I know with boys sometimes they do get intimidated, and I love having a chat with my nephews in the car.
Absolutely. I was going to say in the car.
Or while they're eating.
Yep.
Because they're disrupted. And you
they're
can
just shoveling it in.
Yeah.
And that's a good time when they're also busy kicking a ball or jumping on the trampoline. A lot of things come out then. Right. But also for some children, even if they won't talk to us, having a grandma or another close trusted family member, the point is they're communicating, and that's important.
I love that. So it's about having that village and creating that village for our kids to be able to, if they're not talking to you, they're talking to someone.
Somebody. Right. And something that I loved was in the Mums at the Table magazine, there's an article on journaling. Okay. And I love that because I often recommend journaling to parents and children. So journaling gratitude. So what are you grateful for when you're in a pessimistic slump or having a bad time? What can you be grateful for in your life? What worked last time you were in a bad situation?
It's so important because I feel like as kids growing up, when I did grow up, you want an outlet. And if you don't get the right outlet, you can go somewhere else.
Totally. You can use other ways that are destructive. And so just getting it out sometimes, not even writing what you're grateful for, just getting it out on paper. I saw one mum have this time where her and her daughter would write to each other in the journal. And that's how they communicated. I'm even prone to say, I'm okay with if sometimes the way you communicate with your teenager is through text. And it's a bit controversial, but if your child is talking to you through text, why would you say stop? So any way that you can reach out to your child and they're reaching out to you, that's communication. Yeah,
and keeping those lines of communication open, so important. Thank you so much, Collett, for those awesome tips. At the end of the day, as long as they're communicating, I think that's the take-home message here.